Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate and this is Cards by Kate Fletcher. If you like what you see today, please do subscribe to the channel and ring the bell for notifications of when I upload. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for coming to watch the video today. So today I am going to try out an idea I've had. I'm going to be working with a pre-done card blank. This is 6 by 6, or truth be told it's probably a little bit smaller. And then I'm also going to be using some blue cardstock and some smooth white cardstock to start with. And what I'm going to be doing is, well, I'm going to call it triple time stenciling. So let's get started and I'll talk you through where this has come from and like where I got the idea from as we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut some mats and layers. So I'm going to use these nesting dies to cheat, but I will put all the measurements on my blog and link that in the description box of this video so that you're able to follow along. So I'm going to need to find some that fit the card first. Let's have a look. Okay, I think that one's a good start, so I want to go that one down. 1, 2, second, third, next one, okay. So I'm going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different layers, and I'm going to cut these out of white cardstock and blue cardstock. So that's going to be blue, that's going to be white, that's going to be blue, that's going to be white, that's going to be blue, and that's going to be white. So let me do the blue ones first. I have got my big shot ready. I've got my A4 one just so I don't have to do loads of trimming down. So where this idea came from, I did a video on triple time stamping last year and it's a really nice technique. And then I was making some cards last night and just using my embellishment mousses and stencils, and I was looking at the cards and they were nice, but I was thinking, well, how can I improve this? How can I make them look better? And then I thought, well, hold on, I wonder if I could do some triple time stenciling, because one of the stencils I had just stood out to me as something that would look nice in a triple time effect. It's not anything I've seen anyone else do. I'm not saying they haven't, I just haven't seen it done. So I thought, well, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to see if it works and I will film it. And then if it works, maybe someone else will have a go. And the triple time stamping effect is a really nice technique to do. So I see no reason why it won't work with a stencil, but we're going to find out. So there is 2 of my mats and layers. I just need to do the smaller one now. So I hope everybody is keeping well and keeping safe. This is another great way to use your stash and get the most from what you already have. I think we don't always look outside of the box for how to use what we've got, and I think this is a really nice way to do it. And I've had another idea as well. When I was thinking about this, I've had an idea for stenciled backgrounds and also embossing folder backgrounds. I've just had another idea of how we can use those to their full potential, so I'll be doing that in the next few weeks. Okay, that is the 3 layers done for coloured mats. Let's now really quickly cut out our white mats. You don't have to use white, you could use any colour you want. I just thought, because I'm trying it out and I'm not sure how it's going to go, I will use white, but we will see. And I can get all of these out of one sheet, so that's brilliant. I am totally cheating by using dies, but you know, I just think it's so much quicker if you can just run it through your machine rather than faffing about cutting it by hand. Plus then at least you know they're straight. So again, making sure I'm using my stash better. Okay. So that's now those 3 done. Now let's get to the fun bit. As I said, I will measure these out and put the measurements on my blog in case you haven't got like these exact nesting dies, or in case you haven't got something like this you can use, because you don't need really a die cutting machine to do this. So if you're just starting out and you've just got the stencils and some inks, you know, you can do this technique. Right, okay, so for now I am only going to need my white ones, and I'm going to hold them together with washi tape, but I've seen people hold these things together with those tape runners, you know, that I think Stampin' Up call it snail, Hobbycraft just call it a glue runner. You can use those. People, you've seen people use all sorts, but literally plain washi is fine. I'm just going to mark on the back which way up I want them to go, so that when I take them apart and I have stenciled, I get them going the right way. Okay, and I'm also working, like when you run these through the die cut machine, obviously you get a smooth side and a bumpy side, so I am going to make sure I stencil on the smooth side. So this washi isn't very sticky at all, so I don't think it's going to rip anything, but again, because they're going to be stacked on top of each other anyway, doesn't matter if it does rip a little bit, but ideally I don't want it to. It's a nice way to use washi as well. I have started using it more, especially in creative journaling, but I do find that I use it more for holding dies in place or mats and layers when I'm stamping or whatever. Okay, that is all stuck down on top of each other. Let's bring in my blending mat. Again, you don't need a blending mat. I just like working on this surface. It's a bit, you can see where I was using it last night with the mousses, and I didn't clean it particularly well, but it won't matter. And I'm using, this is just I don't know, it's not decorated tape, it's like masking tape, but it's from probably Toolstation or something like that. I just find holds things down really well. It's really sticky. Don't tend to use it on cardstock because it does rip it, but it's really cheap. So if you want something really held to your desk well, this stuff is great, and you get a lot. So I'm just going to hold the mat in place so it doesn't slide about when I'm stenciling, and I'm also going to use this to hold the stencil in place. And then I'm going to use probably just some washi on the bottom of the squares to hold them to the base of the mat. The stencil I'm going to use today is from AliExpress. It's one I got last year, and I really like it. I'm kind of thinking this will be a mail make, but I've got a few stencils, so depending how long this video goes for, I might do another one and do a ladies kind of card. So let's hold that down onto the mat. Just make sure you can see. Yep. Okay. And this is the stencil I want to use. It's really nice. It's kind of not stones, I don't know what you call it, but there is kind of swirly pattern to it. You just can't see it so good at the moment. So let's tape this down to the mat because I don't want it to move. The inks I'm going to be using today are my absolute favourite. I'm going to use my Distress inks. I did consider using my Papercraft Society inks because, you know, I'm all about using stuff that I haven't been using much, but I haven't used my Distress inks for a little while, so I just couldn't resist them. I'm going to go with blues, I think, on this card. So we'll see what happens, but that's why I picked out the blue mats, if you like, because I knew I wanted to use blue inks. Right, and I've got one of these blending brushes. So I might use Speckled Egg because it's still new to me and it's just beautiful, so I might use that. Let's see what other blues we have. I want quite light colours, I think, so I might do some Salty Ocean. That's quite a good colour. That'd go into that nicely. I'm not going to use Faded Jeans. Stormy Sky, I don't think. Blueprint Sketch, I don't think I've actually used that yet. Maybe I could use that around the outside. I don't know whether that's really a colour I want to go for yet. Tumbled Glass, that would go nicely. Maybe I'll go with those. And there's good old Mermaid Lagoon as well, isn't there? Oh, decisions. Alright, let's start out with Mermaid Lagoon and just see where we go. And there's Broken China as well. Oh, spoilt for choice. Right, we'll see how we go. I need some more of these actually because I'm really worried that these are a little contaminated. So I did consider using the embellishment mousses for this, but I did find last night when I was playing with this stencil with them, they weren't the easiest thing to use. I don't know whether that's the stencil or whether it's me. But yeah, I didn't find them the easiest thing to work with, so I think I did too large an area, if I'm honest. So I think when I do something smaller, I will get them out for the stencils again. But on large things like this, I don't think they'd be ideal. Or not for me anyway. You might find something totally different. I'm still quite new to them, so I'm still playing with them and getting used to them, and I do love them. I do admit, I'm obsessed. I need some more colours, but I am holding off because I'm trying to be good and not spending any money. But I would like a red and a purple, because a few times I've thought, oh, I'll make that purple, and then realised I don't have it, and I don't really want to mix the colours yet. So yeah, something for the future. I could definitely ask for my birthday, I suppose. I could say to John, that is what I'd like. Or Mother's Day, maybe Philippa could get me some for Mother's Day. Who knows? And when I have finished filming today's video, I'm very excited because I'm going to go off and film my first DT video. So keep your eyes peeled for that. That will be coming very soon. The design team that I'm going to be on is, it's not actually a company, it is a challenge blog. That's all I'm going to say for now. But you guys will be able to get involved, and there's actually prizes at stake as well. So I will give you more details when I put the video up. But I'm really, really excited. Can't remember where I'm going with the colours here. I think this is going to be quite a nice blend. I do love Mermaid Lagoon. I think it's such a beautiful colour. What is your favourite distressed colour? Do you have a favourite? I think my absolute favourite, if I'm honest, has to be Peacock Feathers. But I do love this Mermaid Lagoon one as well. But do you have a favourite? Do you have one that you can't resist using? Or do you have one you don't like? I haven't found one I don't like yet. Let's finish with Tumbled Glass. And what do you use for blending? Do you use these brushes? Are you a person that is able to use the round sponges? Do you use makeup sponge things? Or do you use those shaving foam brush things? There's so many different tools, isn't there? What is your go-to for blending? I would love to know. So I think I'm about done. Just playing with these inks makes me happy. I'm so easily pleased. So let's now pull the stencil up and have a look. Right, so I'm going to keep this because even if I don't film another one, I'm probably going to do another one. So just put the masking tape to one side. And we'll see how this comes up. I swear the best bit about this kind of thing is the reveal, isn't it? Okay, that's quite pretty. Looks like it reminds me of a cobbled path for some reason. So let's just lift this up and wipe them over so that we don't mess up any cardstock. I'm just going to work straight onto this mat, I think. Yep. I'll bring back our layers and the card blank. So now all I need to do, where is my glue? So I'm going to stick the blue one down first of all. Again, making sure that I'm keeping the smooth cut side for the top of the card, and my glue is going on the rougher side. I'm not overly worried about having a border or anything. I just want to make sure it's on straight, really. Just line this edge up to make sure we're straight. And I'm using my tacky glue because you know I love that glue. Okay, now I can put this layer down. So let's take the washi off the back. Put the glue there. Right, arrow facing up. Lay that one down. There we go. Right, now I'm going to take this one off. I'm going to bring in my next blue layer and I'm going to put this straight onto the first stenciled layer. Just like this. Now, I'm going to take the washi off from here, put the glue on, and then making sure my arrow is up. I'm going to put this one here. Like so. We're going to take this layer off. We're going to bring our next blue layer in. And we're going to glue that on to the next stenciled layer. The glue will cooperate. Like so. And we'll take this layer of washi off, put our glue on, and then arrow facing up, this one is going like so. So that looks really effective. Now we just need a sentiment of some kind. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this Sweet Moments kit. So it's the dies and stamps. I really love this banner die at the moment, so I think that could go across there. I'm going to cut it in blue to tie in with these layers, I think. And I have the offcut from the two big blue layers, so I'm not wasting anything, which is awesome. So let's die cut this first of all, and then we'll stamp a sentiment and stick it on. So I've also changed my setup a little bit. which will work in the daytime if I'm filming, because I can sort of attach my mount by the window. If I'm doing this at night, probably not going to be able to do that, but at least it means I can do stenciling, die cutting, stamping without the whole camera wobbling around and making you guys feel sick and dizzy. So happy about that. Right, there's my banner. Again, this is an item, if I'm honest, I forgot I had, but I love it. So since I found it, I have been using it a lot. So let's just stamp out on here, happy birthday. I don't know if you can see, but it's slightly embossed as well, which is pretty cool. Now I think I'm just going to use the happy birthday that is on this stamp set. And then because it's a mail card, I don't think I'm actually going to add anything else to it. I'm not going to add Nuvo drops. I'm not going to add embellishments. I think I'm just going to leave it. Now, I don't know about you, but I also think flat cards are going to be a bit of a trend in card making this year, because with the continuation of COVID, so that's not going to fit. I think people are going to be wanting to send cards, but I think we're all going to be very conscious of the cost of postage. So I wouldn't be surprised if flat cards like this become a bit of a trend this year, and we see more of this kind of thing being done by the top crafters. I know, me personally, I will definitely be thinking twice about using too much chunky embellishment on cards, because the price of postage has obviously shot up. So even a large second class stamp is expensive now, and if you've got a lot of mail going out, it's just not viable, is it? So I want to try and keep my postage costs down while still being able to send cards to people I want to send them to. Right, happy with how that looks. And obviously with the continuation of COVID, we're not going to be able to visit people, so birthdays, or even just to let someone know we're thinking of them, it's going to have to be a card in the post. Right, now do I put this on a funky angle like that? No, do you know, I think I'm going to stick to my original plan and just put it across the middle. Don't think that's stamped right in the middle, but I can live with it. Okay, let's just glue this down. Make sure that's sort of in the middle. And I am done. I'm just literally going to leave that like that. So I think that's actually really nice. I really like how that's come out. I don't think it's technically triple time stenciling, because I think these layers are probably too thick. But do you know, I'm going to take it because I think the overall effect is really good and I really like it. So I'm calling that triple time stenciling. Let me know if you're going to have a go. Let me know what you think of the card. I think it's really effective. I may well do some more of these and just put them on high speed. Now you have seen how I do this. But yeah, that is my little tutorial for today. So thank you so much for watching today. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know if you're going to give it a go, and I'll be back soon with more videos. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.